Today is Tuesday, which means that it's time for another live Q&A all about eBay and Amazon dropshipping. And how this works is pretty casual. I just sit down with you all. You guys can ask your questions, and then I'll throw them up on the screen just like this and answer them for you. Usually we try to have some fun. I answer some questions, and we get to all that. I want to make sure I'm live right now. Sometimes my internet's not the greatest, and it looks like there might be a problem. So give me 1 second. Let me make sure I'm live, because I'm not seeing your comments and such. Let me check on that. And while I do that, I want to let you guys know, give you guys a happy Singles Day. Tomorrow is Singles Day in China. And in celebration of that, what I'll do is for every 10 likes this video gets on the live stream, I will do a funny joke or pun about relationships and being single. So I'm told it's working. For some reason, I'm not seeing the comments, which is a huge problem. Something wrong with my software. Oh, looks like it's coming through now. Great. Looks like, yeah, something's wrong with my comments. But it looks like it's working now. So we're good. Let's get to this. Okay, so like I said, let me start over. Tomorrow is Singles Day in China. If you don't know what that is, it's like the biggest retail day in China. People shop a lot online, kind of like Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day here in the United States. So in celebration of that, for every 10 thumbs up this video gets, I'll make a joke, give you guys a joke about being single, about relationships. They're usually pretty bad jokes, but we have a fun time with them. Now, the first question I wanted to answer was a question from one of my subscribers this week. They asked me if there is a way, once the order happens on eBay, for the item to be automatically ordered from the supplier. And there is a way to make this work. So this is a question I get a lot. So I kind of want to show you real quickly just a brief overview of how that happens. Now, normally when you're drop shipping, the way it works is we sell items on websites like eBay, and when the order comes through, we then go onto our supplier's website like HomeDepot.com, purchase the item, and put in the buyer's shipping address as the ship to address. So then Home Depot ships the item directly to the customer. So I often get asked, is there a way to automate that process? And that's what I want to show you how you could do that today. And the way you do that is with a software. Like this is the one that I use called AutoDS. Now, full disclosure, I don't really use the auto ordering software myself, just being honest about that. You know, I have a team of virtual assistants that do that. That is one way that you can automate it, is by hiring and training virtual assistants to do it for you. And the reason I do that is because when I first started, there really wasn't software that automated it. So I hired virtual assistants to do it. And so that's just kind of what I stuck with. It's what I'm used to. But I get this question enough that I do want to answer it here for you guys. So this is the software that you can use for your eBay dropshipping business, AutoDS. It's what I use. And what it does is it quickly lists items onto eBay for you. It makes it very, very fast and easy to do that. And if the price or stock changes on your supplier's website, AutoDS will change that on eBay for you. But the other thing it does is it can do auto ordering. And it's exactly what you think it is for Amazon, for AliExpress, and now for Home Depot as well. If you get orders that come in and the supplier is one of those suppliers, you can pay a little extra to have them automate those orders for you. So if that's what you're looking to do, then that's what I would look at. And you can get that all set up, and then that will be a lot more automated if you didn't want to go the route of hiring virtual assistants. You know, there's pros and cons to both. I've debated it because obviously something like having software do it, it's probably more accurate, right? Humans make mistakes, so when I have virtual assistants go in and place the orders, mistakes definitely get made. But the other benefit is of what I do is that if there's something wrong with the software, which I've never actually heard there was, but if there's ever something wrong with the software, then the virtual assistants are a better solution in that case because we're able to see the problem. The other reason I never really used the software is because the main supplier that I've used is Walmart and Home Depot, And until recently, there was no auto ordering for Home Depot. That's just a recent thing. So I don't know, that works for me, so I just kind of stick with it, which is the reason I do it. Let's now get to the comments and questions that you guys have. I'll be answering them for you. We did get to 10 thumbs up, and like I promised you, every 10 thumbs up, I will give you a joke that's appropriate for Singles Day. And so let's do that. But before we do that, I always like to mention where in the world I'm chiming in from, because I travel around full time in a camper van. I used to be a lawyer in New York City. I gave that up to do dropshipping full time and travel full time. So I'm always in a new place. Right now I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida, hanging out here, enjoying the warm weather, trying to dodge the hurricane. So let me know in the chat where in the world you guys are chiming in from. But let's get to the first joke here. All right, here we go. First thing I'll do is pull out the pun pirate. There we go. All right, here's the joke. My relationships are a lot like algebra. I often look at my ex and wonder why. Told you, they can be pretty bad. All right, let's see what questions you guys have. We have Watkin High School fights Brookside campus. Okay, hey, what's up? Boost the Beauty, hey, thanks for being here. Stephanie, what is up? I'm doing great. How are you doing? Yep, absolutely still works, Bobby. Hey, Luca. Yeah, go ahead. This is why I'm here. Ask your questions. Hugs from Peru. What's up, Peru? Today's Veterans Day in the USA? Or was that yesterday? Yesterday Veterans Day? Oh. Well, I don't want to make any jokes about veterans, so we're going to stick with Singles Day. Hey, Rich, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Hope you're doing well. What listing software do I use? Listing software we use is AutoDS, the exact one I just showed you. So it sounds like sometimes I don't even know the holidays, because when you work for yourself, you don't give yourself off a day just necessarily because it's a holiday. So I don't tend to keep track of those very well myself. Which is better, says Bobby, FBA or dropshipping on eBay? Pros and cons of both. You know, I would love to tell you that dropshipping is the best way to go, eBay dropshipping. You know, that's what I do. That's what I teach other people I do. That's what my channel is all about. That's what my course is all about. So I would love to say that that's the best. But you know what? Amazon FBA works too. I'm not going to sit here and bash it and lie and say it doesn't work. It really depends on you and what works best for you. And I certainly know people who are doing both. Now, what I will say is that if you're a beginner, if you've never sold online before, if you've never done any sort of e-commerce, then I really believe that the easiest and simplest place to start is doing dropshipping specifically on eBay. The barrier to entry is much lower. It will be much easier for you to get into it. If you make mistakes, eBay is much more forgiving. It's also harder to make mistakes with something like harder to make costly mistakes with something like dropshipping. If you're doing Amazon FBA, Bobby, you will end up buying a bunch of items from China, and if those items never sell, you're out all that money. With dropshipping, you only buy the item when someone else buys it from you. So the risk there is much lower. So, which is why I really am a huge advocate of it for beginners. But like I said, certainly know people doing both. I've seen actually pretty much everyone I know who does both. They've started with eBay dropshipping, used it to build up capital because it's pretty cheap to start, and then you reinvested that capital into something like FBA. Which website platform do you recommend as dropshippers for Amazon? I'm not sure I understand your question. If you mean what software we use Web Scraper app and Informed for dropshipping on Amazon. If you want to go a cheaper route, you can use something like SKUGrid. That's the software we use to automate our Amazon business. I'm not sure if that's a question you asked, so let me know if it's not. Rich is no joke. Sorry, Rich. Gotta deliver. Next week we're gonna do something different. Next week there are not gonna be any jokes. Next week I'm gonna do something unique and kind of fun. I gotta make sure it works first before I announce what it is. And in 2 weeks we're gonna do a really have a lot of fun on the channel, do a lot of cool stuff, because that will be the week of Black Friday. So we're going to be doing something really special that week, only for the people that are live though. So if you want to make sure you don't miss the festivities in 2 weeks, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to put it on your calendar for 4 p.m. Eastern time on the Tuesday before Black Friday, or just hit the bell notification on your phone so you get an alert on your phone when I go live that day so you don't miss it. Oh, what is going on? I have another... Is there something weird going on with my... I think something weird happened on YouTube. I don't know what happened. So I apologize. I think something got screwed up. Okay. Do I have like 2 posts? There's just one? I don't know. I think someone got screwed up, but I'm told I don't know what's going on. Maybe someone can tell me. Okay, so Luca says wholesale dropshipping course. We are disappeared. We are going to copy another eBay listing that are selling well. What's the best automated eBay listing scraper to be faster? There hasn't been a good one that I was able to find. I'm sure it would be really easy to create a Chrome extension that does it. You would have to hire someone to do that. It's something I've considered, but you know what? It's not that hard to just copy and paste. Literally, you're going to copy the photos and description from your supplier and paste them onto eBay. You know, I'm not a huge fan of just copying someone else's eBay's listing in case they change something in there, but I'm sure there's a really easy Chrome extension someone could build that could do that. Hey, what's up, Sean from Long Island? What's up, man? It does. It does if you have it set up correctly and it's running correctly. If this is happening, then I would check your Chrome extension, make sure it's set up correctly, make sure your settings are correct, and then it should be good. All right. Let's go in here. No, I'm not live. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know why my streaming software was supposed to automatically go to the existing stream, and it obviously didn't. So I apologize. I'm glad you guys made it. Maybe someone can post in the other one the link to here, because obviously something got screwed up. Yeah, but it is there. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened there. Something weird with my software. Maybe if someone could do me a huge favor and just post in the other one, that would be hugely helpful, the link. Because I'm not going to try to do it on the fly here while answering questions. Oh, sweet. Not that far, Jason. I was a little worried about that storm for a second. Oh, I had no idea. That's so cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool little area here. Math and relationships. Oh, we're up to 24 thumbs up. So let's do the next joke here. Okay. All right, this one's a little bit longer. Okay. So a wife asked a husband, what would you describe me as? And husband said, oops, not that. Husband said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So wife says, what does that mean? Husband said, adorable, beautiful, cute, delightful, elegant, fashionable, gorgeous, and hot. The wife said, oh, wow. But what about the I, J, K? Husband said, I'm just kidding. Oh, forgot the pirate. Happy Taco Tuesday, Mike, to you too. Yes. Well, we really do appreciate your service. Thank you so much to all the veterans out there. Obviously, don't want to make jokes about veterans, so that's why we're not using that holiday for the jokes today. Hey, what's up, Shirley? What's up, Steven? All right, Jason says, wondering if I'm the only one who experiencing a slight slump in sales. Had 2 sales this past week. Expecting to come in hot in Q4. Yeah, I would stick with it, Jason. I think you'll notice in about 2 weeks, right the Black Friday week, you're going to see a huge uptick in sales. So I would keep an eye out for that, for sure. FBA gives better margins but takes more capital, says Sean. Well, if you get the right products, yeah, the margins can definitely be higher, but it takes more capital to get it set up, and also there's more fees, higher fees involved with that. And just figuring out the logistics, being able to order the items from China, getting them here, inspecting them, and all that stuff, that can be a lot, especially for beginner. And I think a lot of people, it's just not practical for beginners. Nice. Congratulations, man. I know you just started a few weeks ago, so congratulations. All right, let's get to the next joke. We're up to the third one. You're welcome, Bobby. All right. What's the difference between... This is a good one for Singles Day. Since Singles Day is tomorrow. Now, I'm not single, but for this joke, we'll pretend I am. So the joke is, what's the difference between me and a calendar? A calendar has dates. All right. Please talk about shipping versus delivery from Walmart. I can't find products that ship. Most of the products will ship. Most of the products ship. You can't tell beforehand whether they're going to ship the products with FedEx or UPS, or if they're going to use a local delivery like Postmates. So it's just kind of a luck of the draw. Luckily, the number of items that ship via local service like that is very, very small. So it's going to make up a very small fraction of the listings or of the items that you sell. Okay. Christian says, one of my stores got a flag. What could be the reason? In the meantime, I changed yeah, if you're using API version of any software, that would be the reason. How to break selling ceiling through to be able to... I'm not sure I understand exactly what you're asking there. I would hire a virtual assistant, though. VA stands for virtual assistant. I would hire one when you feel like there's so much in your business that you can't handle yourself, or if there's something in your business that you don't like doing. Like for myself, I've always hated placing orders. Like I said in the beginning, that's one of the first things I outsourced, and because I hate doing it. So I just didn't want to do it anymore. So I hired a VA to do it. How do returns work? Look up my videos on that. Search for Paul J Lipsky returns. But in a nutshell, the way it works is a buyer on eBay asks for a return. You then go to your supplier and say, hey, we want to return this item. Supplier sends you a return label. You then give that to your buyer. The buyer puts it on the box, ships it back to the supplier. Supplier refunds you, and then you refund the customer. So basically, the item is being shipped directly back to the back to the supplier, and everyone just gets refunded. Yeah, you can do this. You can do drop shipping from anywhere in the world, technically. Now, it is definitely more difficult to sell on U.S. websites like eBay and Amazon.com if you live outside the United States. Difficult, but not impossible, because they really want they want to make sure that the people selling on their website are legitimate people who aren't going to scam anyone. So they look for things like you're a real person here in the United States. So if you're not, they would want you to have a business set up here, and so you have to go through the extra steps to make that happen. Yeah, so you wouldn't even be able to promote items when you first start selling on eBay. So when you list items up for sale on eBay, the items will appear in the search results organically, which means that they when people search for what you're selling, it's going to come up organically. Now, there are ways to pay eBay a little bit of extra money to put your items higher in the search results under the paid promotions. And that's what's called promoted listings. Now, in the beginning, you're not going to have the option to do that anyway, so you're going to have to wait anyway. But once it's available, I always tell people, try it out. And the reason I say that is because what we've found is that for some sellers, it works really well, and for other sellers, it doesn't work well. So the best thing to do is to turn it on at some point, try the promoted listings. If your sales increase, great, keep it on. If your sales decrease, then turn it off. It should just work universally for everyone the same way, but it doesn't with eBay. And that's because of the way eBay has set up their promoted listings. I don't want to get too much into it, but basically in the past, if you promoted a listing, you would show up twice in the search results. You would show up once organically and once as a promoted listing. Now, if you promote your listing, it only shows up once. It would show up as a promoted listing. So sometimes that helps you, sometimes that hurts you, depending on where you would normally fall organically in the search results. Okay, automation services. All right, that's a good question. So, Tim, I do know some automation services that I think are doing a really good job. I've looked over their shoulder, kind of see, yeah, they're doing a great job. But I've seen many more that are doing a bad job and that are just flat out taking money away from people and bullying them so that they don't talk about it. Be really, really, really careful who you trust. If you don't know what these Amazon automation services are, it's people that you can pay to run your store for you, usually an Amazon store, sometimes an eBay store. And they'll do everything. So they'll help you set up the account, they'll add the products, they'll do the fulfillment, do the customer service, take care of all your metrics and all of that. And they usually charge a lot of money for it, at least $25,000, $35,000, sometimes $45,000, $50,000 or more, just to start that up. And they usually ask to share in a percentage of the profit. So they would ask for like 30% of the profit, in addition to charging you the $25,000 to start it up. Like I said, if it's done right by the right people who are really on top of it, I'm sure it works, and I've seen people's results and it look pretty good. But I've seen a lot of people who basically end up with nothing at the end of the day, and it's a really sad situation. Be really, really careful who you trust to do this. I can't say that enough, okay? Really do your research, and if you have a doubt, just don't do it. It's just not worth it. One of those things that I've always believed in is too good to be true. It probably is. You can totally start these businesses yourself. You can start your own dropshipping business. And most of these automation services, that's what they're doing. They are starting a dropshipping account for you on Amazon. Hey, Chad, did you feed him? Okay, sorry. I want to make sure the dog was fed. So you got to just make sure that you really trust, you really know who you're dealing with. Otherwise, they could walk away with a lot of money of yours, and there's not much you can do about it. I can't say enough. Just be careful. Or just try it. This is the best advice. Try it yourself first. Because like I said, they're just going to be doing dropshipping anyway. You can learn how to do it. Whether you take my course or just try to figure it out on your own, try it yourself first. My course is only, my eBay course is only $297. My Amazon course is only $597. That's a fraction of the $25,000 you'll be paying to one of these services. And I literally teach you all the same things that they're going to be doing for you inside that automation service. You might as well try it yourself first and save yourself all that money. You're not going to be splitting your profit with anyone. And then if you don't see success or you feel like it's too much work for you, then you could think about investing in the services. Or at the very least, then you have enough information. You'll be educated. You'll know how the system works. And you can then ask the questions. Hey, like, how are you going to be running stores? What software are you going to be running? Those are questions you're not going to know how to ask. But if you educate yourself a little bit, try it yourself a little bit, you'll know how to answer those. You'll know how to ask those important questions. so that you don't get scammed, right? Or so that you realize which services really know what they're talking about and which services don't know what they're talking about. That's the best advice I can kind of give you. Ask the right questions and just be careful. And I'm sorry I went on for so long about that. I've just seen so many people get ripped off with this, and I just don't want to see it happen to you. Okay, I don't know how many jokes we've told already, and I think I owe you guys a joke. So let's do the joke, and we'll get rid of the gloom and doom here. All right, so I told 3. We're on our 4th joke. Okay. All right, this is another one for Singles Day. Very appropriate for Singles Day. What's the best part about... Okay, what's the best part about being single? You can sleep around, right? You can sleep all over that bed. On the left side, on the right side, in the middle. You can sleep all around the bed. That was a terrible joke. I don't like that one. Let's tell another one. Okay, here's a better one. I just ended a 5-year relationship. Good thing it wasn't mine. That was weird. All right, back to dropshipping. Oh, now I owe you guys another joke. Oh, I gave you 2 jokes. All right, we're at 50 thumbs up. I told you 2 jokes, so we're good. Mario says, I got in trouble last week for saying Mario wrong. Mario. So it's Mario, right? Okay. Mario says, I've been afraid of being in between a buyer and supplier with a large ticket item. Maybe they say it's defective or not received. Have you ever had this issue? Yeah, I have. Look, that's what you are. You're in the middle. And so all you got to do is convey the information the buyer's telling you to the supplier, and then take all the information the supplier is telling you and convey it to the buyer, okay? Just basically send the same messages back and forth. It can be annoying, but you just got to take what the supplier's telling you and provide even more better customer service. Luckily, most of the suppliers we work with are really good about helping out the customer, issuing returns, and all of that sort of stuff, and facilitating the returns. A lot of times, you have to kind of be an advocate for the buyer. So the buyers will come to you with a problem, saying, hey, it's missing a part, or hey, it wasn't delivered or something. You have to then push the supplier to give the right resolution. Tell the supplier, hey, this is missing a part. And they might say, well, you can return it in the store. He's like, no, that's not the deal. You delivered it over UPS or FedEx. That's how we need to return it, okay? We need to do this for the customer. We need to make this as easy as possible for the customer. And you're that in the middle there. That's your job. You're going to kind of be their advocate for them. Yep, sorry, Julie. Technical difficulties. I don't know what the issue is. Definitely going to be writing an angry email to the software that I'm using. Wow. Alternative universes. Hey, Orlando, stop it. Okay, now we fed the dog, and now he's going back through his food bag to eat even more. Okay. What's up, Ohio? What's up, Jim from Ohio? Mike, slow down in sales. There's a few reasons it could have happened. You could have been flagged, definitely a possibility, or it could just be the natural ups and downs of selling online. I've heard from a lot of people that last week with the election, things in turmoil, things uncertain, that business was slower, and then after the potential vaccine was announced, things started to pick back up. So things go up and down for things that are for reasons completely outside of your control. I wouldn't look at things on, this week isn't as good. Hey, stop barking. All right, sorry about that. He's just gonna have to sit in my lap. Yeah, I lost my train of thought on that. Okay, let's go on now. Okay, where did I leave off? Okay. Christian says, urgent question. Are taxes paid at the end of the year, or can I have problems with the state? Income tax is paid at the end of the year, or you can pay quarterly estimates. For sales tax, every state's different. Some states will want you to give that sales tax every month, sometimes every quarter, sometimes just once a year. It's different for every state. Luckily, eBay and Amazon are handling sales tax for us for most of the states. If you ask your question, unfortunately, guys, just to keep things kind of a good experience for everyone in the chat, if you ask your question like 6 or 7 times, I'm not going to answer it. That's what we have to do. Sorry about that. Answer that question. Prim3 Plays says, hey Paul, been doing your eBay dropshipping and saw success, so congratulations to you. Wanted to start Amazon as well. Should I do that, or are people getting banned? So people aren't getting suspended or banned if doing it the right way. So I've just made an update to the course, the Amazon course, that will teach you how to do it so you don't get banned or suspended. So that will alleviate that issue. You know, a lot of people are telling you to do some things in the beginning that you shouldn't be doing anymore. I love retail dropshipping. I love dropshipping from websites like Walmart and Home Depot because of the scalability of it, because of the automation of it. But for new accounts, it's quite frankly not the smartest idea. The best thing to do with new accounts is to start working with wholesale suppliers. Dropship from wholesale suppliers. So that's what I teach in the Amazon course. And if you want to do retail later, you can absolutely do that. But in the beginning, you should be doing wholesale, and that's what I teach you how to do. Yeah, man, my pleasure. Okay. But I'm driving. Keep your eyes on the road, Mike, please. Nice, man. Hope you find it helpful. What's up, Julie from Oregon? Thank you. Really appreciate it. I also know I'm behind. Thank you, Rich. You guys have my back. I appreciate it. I've done. Okay. James says, hey, Paul, I've done $16,000 in sales in the first 90 days, so congrats, James. And I'm now looking into making my business legit. I'm in the UK and know America is different. Oh, yeah, for the UK, I don't know. You have to speak to a lawyer over there, or a barrister, as you guys call it. I think that's what you call it, right? In the United States, you can either be a sole proprietor, maybe you call it a sole trader over there. But what I am is a limited liability company, an LLC. So look for something similar over there, and that's what you would have to do. I don't really know the laws over there. Okay, James says, to clarify that, I'm doing this with 5 other lads. Yeah, so you could, if you're all forming a company together, you could totally do that. I just don't know the business entities over there and how they're set up. And then you can ask them, yeah, it's usually with an address, they need some sort of physical address where you actually live. Like usually like a PO box doesn't work for setting up something like a bank account. But maybe more like a virtual mailbox does work, where it's an actual physical address. Well, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad I'm safe too over here. Yeah, you can do variations with AutoDS. Yeah, like I said, I won't be answering questions that are repeated a million times. Okay. Well, that was funny. Who's going to the guy's funeral? All right, let's get to the next joke. Next joke about relationships and being single and stuff like that. Okay. This one is another longer one, but I think this one's a good one. Ooh, okay. Bob was in trouble. He forgot his wedding anniversary, and his wife was really angry. She told him, "Tomorrow morning, I expect to find a gift in the driveway that goes from 0 to 200 in 6 seconds, and it better be there." The next morning, Bob got up and left early for work. When his wife woke up, she looked out the window and saw in the driveway, in the middle of a driveway, a box that was wrapped up as a gift. But it wasn't that big. Confused, she went out, picked it up, brought it inside, and when she opened it, she found a brand new bathroom scale. No one's seen Bob since. I like that one. I think that was kind of funny. All right. Love your videos. Do these software that you use ship auto? Yeah, exactly what I explained in the beginning of the video. It ships auto with Amazon, AliExpress, and Home Depot. That can be set up with. Hey, what's up in the Bahamas? Linda, how you doing? Jeez. Let's see. Going through the comments here. I'm missing something here. Do you got mods? I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, you just gotta list more. Be patient. You're gonna get there. You just gotta keep listing more, having faith. Do product research, learn how it works. Once you see something that works, then what happens is that you will see it come up. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. You will you'll be able to repeat that over and over again, and just replicate that success. Okay. Yeah. Oh, a mod. Yeah, I do need a mod for my channel. I hate to always put that burden on other people. I try to do it myself, and it just doesn't work. I didn't even know that was a thing until recently. I'm gonna have to make some of you guys mods. If anyone wants to be a mod for the live chat, I know some of you guys are here. If you want to volunteer, I don't want to put that pressure on anyone. Send me a DM on Instagram at Paul J Lipsky, or a message on Facebook. That'd be really helpful. And you guys don't. And if you volunteer for that, you don't even have to show up every week. Just when you're here and you want to have the power to kick people out, I can grant you that power if you're responsible with it. Hey, what's up, Joe? My account has been suspended. Your eBay Southeast Asia, I don't know eBay Southeast Asia that well, but what I've seen work for other accounts is if your account's been suspended and you can't log in to even contact eBay, I've seen it help to create a new eBay account. That one will probably get suspended, but it will be open just long enough for you to then request them to call you, and then you can kind of talk to them at least. And I've seen that work. Bobby says, I basically do online arbitrage and retail arbitrage with FBA. Think about trying dropshipping with eBay. Cool. So that's a little bit different than the FBA I was talking about. Definitely a lot different. I was talking about private label FBA. For those of you who don't know, OA is online arbitrage, which is really similar to dropshipping. So Bobby, dropshipping might be a very good fit for you. With online arbitrage, the way it works is you order items from websites like Walmart. When you see either a good deal, or the item goes on sale, or it's on discount, or you have coupons, or even if it's not, even if you see that the item is much cheaper on Walmart than it is on Amazon, you order a whole bunch of them and you have them shipped, either to your house and then you send them to Amazon FBA warehouse, or through a pack center, and then you just sell them on Amazon FBA after you buy them. So it's very similar in that you're getting it from one retailer and then selling it on Amazon. The difference is with OA, you're buying the item first, and with dropshipping, you're selling the item first. But I think you'll see that there are a lot of similarities there. Okay. You're saying that your eBay account has been permanently restricted for tax policy. So what that means is, most likely, I have seen this before, you are charging, or you were charging, sales tax in a state or jurisdiction where you weren't licensed to do that, or you didn't send eBay the paperwork to prove that you were licensed to do that. And eBay doesn't like that, and they will suspend you for that. So what happens is that you'll first receive an email saying, hey, we notice you're collecting sales tax in, let's say, Florida. You need to prove to us that you are indeed allowed to do that. And if you don't do that, there's a chance you can get suspended. So if you ever see that email, take it very seriously. Yeah, my pleasure, man. My pleasure, Banana Bob. Yeah, so go through the course, because I do talk about this. Your payments will be on hold when you first start dropshipping. It's because eBay wants to make sure that you are not going to scam any sellers. So they ask for those funds to be held until you upload a tracking number that shows that the item has been delivered. After 2 to 3 months, that will stop happening. They will start releasing your money to you right away. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So break even, it's where it's the price you have to sell it for on eBay, if you're selling on eBay, so that you make no money, but you also don't lose money. That's called your break even. So how you calculate I can't give a straight answer or simple answer in this. You got to factor in your eBay fees. If those are going to be different whether you're on managed payments or on PayPal. If you're on PayPal, you also have to factor in your PayPal fees. If you're not sales tax exempt, there's going to be additional costs. If you are sales tax exempt, it's complicated. Now, inside my course, I have a whole lesson on it, and in that course, I tell you exactly what it is with all the factors. So if you're on managed payments, if you're not on managed payments, if you're using PayPal, if you're not using PayPal, if you're tax exempt, you're not tax exempt, all those factors you can just look through, find the one that is all the factors that apply to you, and I give it to you there. But it is different depending on all that, so I can't give a straight, easy answer on that. Yep, congrats. Welcome here, Annie. Some problems with AutoDS not updating. It's out of stock. It's usually a problem with not having the settings right or the Chrome extension correct. I'll take another look at those questions, but I go in the group every day, and that's usually what the issue is. Okay. No, I didn't use AutoDS. It wasn't around when I started, and they didn't add Home Depot till later either. So and Home Depot was one of my major, still is, but was like the only supplier I was using for a while. So I wasn't using them at first. Once they had it, I was. Technical difficulties, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you made it. Yeah, I would definitely take it out. Yeah, that does not need to be in your title at all. Okay, is it safe to have virtual assistants? How do you trust them? So, it's both safe. I mean, my experience has always been positive. Okay, now the reason I'm just kind of hesitating is because there's always going to be bad eggs in there, right? There are always going to be people who, for whatever reason, try to do the wrong thing for whatever reason. Now, I've always been more trusting on my virtual assistants. I've never had an issue. I've checked their work and never seen any major issues. Yes, they've screwed up before. It still happens, but that's okay. Everyone's human. That's not a problem. I think what you're more concerned about is, will they try to steal your stuff? Will they try to steal your store? Or whatever it is. What I've thought about is that there's very little damage they can do from where they are. So I'm here in the United States, they're in the Philippines. So they have access to my Amazon account, let's say. Well, what are they going to do? They can't ship to the Philippines from Amazon. So they have access to my Walmart account, same thing. So they have access to my eBay account. What are they going to do with that? There's nothing they can really do that would benefit them, that would be something of a detriment to me. The best way for them to benefit themselves is to work hard, do a good job, so that I continue to pay them every single week and they continue to have a job. That's the way I've always looked at it. I haven't heard really a great argument to counter that. But yeah, ultimately you got to gain that. You have to gain trust with them. They have to prove to you that they are going to do a good job and that they are working hard and that you can trust them. So you don't have to give them access to your eBay account right away. I don't do stupid things like I don't give them access to my PayPal account or, full access to my PayPal account. Those things, that would, I think, would be a silly move to do, not a smart move. You don't need very much. So the software is about like $15, $20 a month. Starting an eBay account's free. Starting a PayPal account's free. Listing items is free up to a certain extent, a certain number of listings. Certainly, you can pay money to upgrade all of that, but at first, it's very low to get started. What are your J Supertramp? I was looking at your picture. You look like that. No, that is the kid from some movie. I don't know. What are your thoughts about changing normal Amazon to Amazon Business? I don't really do drop shipping from Amazon to eBay anymore. eBay said they don't really like it, so I kind of avoid it. But when I was just using a regular Amazon account, not an Amazon Business account, and I never had an issue. Thank you, Annie. Appreciate it. Okay. Yes. Yes, you do. Well, I mean, there's other ways. Like the software will have the orders in it. Like AutoDS will have it. But I give my VAs access to my eBay account so they can see the orders right in there. No, why would that? No, so with the, I see what you're saying. When the buyer gets the return label, it doesn't always say the supplier's name on there. Sometimes it will as a return address. A lot of times it just says the address. And even when it says the supplier's name, I mean, the customer's already returning the item. They already don't want it. I haven't had anyone complain about it. I've never had someone say, hey, I'm returning this and I notice it says Walmart or whatever on here. And if they ever do, just say, we're returning it to, we use them as a fulfillment center. We're just returning the item there. We have an agreement with them. So it hasn't been an issue. Dropshipping on eBay is allowed if you're using wholesale suppliers. Okay. Yeah, search my YouTube channel. Stephanie, if you're in a course, there's plenty of videos in the course about how I use it. But search on YouTube. I have a lot of videos about it as well. Oh. Is it time for another joke? I don't know. I think maybe 6. I don't know. I think we're almost one away from another joke. Yeah, I'm actually in a hotel room right now. We're just kind of spreading out. Sometimes we got to get a hotel and kind of spread out a little bit. Living in the van can be sometimes we just need a little break from it for a couple days. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty far up on the list. Oh, nice. I got some good luck. Okay. All right. Time for another joke about relationships and being single, whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Here's a good one. So the husband says, our neighbor always Okay, no. The wife says, our neighbor always kisses his wife when he leaves for work. Why don't you do that? And the husband says, how can I? I don't even know her. That one might get you single. All right. Yeah, so yeah, you have to wait for the funds to arrive. Oh, wait. Oh, awaiting payments. So I would look at it. It sounds like they actually haven't paid yet. So it depends how you have your eBay account set up. What you want is to receive instant payments. So you don't want to give the buyers the option to buy the item and pay for it later. You have to demand immediate payments from them so that that issue doesn't you don't run into that issue rather. So this is a really good point, I think. Never hire anyone to do any job for you that you have not done yourself, even perfected it yourself. So automation and VAs are for after you've mastered dropshipping yourself. I tend to agree with that. I'm going to disagree a little bit with you. I think for things like when you're starting a business, with the core of your business, you should definitely understand. So if you're doing something like dropshipping, I would really recommend that since dropshipping is a core of that business, you should understand the ins and outs of it really well before you outsource it. But I do believe that there are like ancillary things to a business that you don't need to master. And I think maybe this is pretty obvious, but things like I'm not good with taxes, so I've hired a CPA. I don't know how to do that, but I've outsourced it to CPAs. I'm not good at video editing, so I've hired a video editor. Granted, I do know a little bit about it, but not to the level that he does. So that's something I've outsourced. That's actually what I call, so when it comes to outsourcing, there's really upsourcing and there's downsourcing. Maybe this is a better way of putting it. Upsourcing are things that you can't do yourself, either because you don't have the skills or you don't have the time to invest to learn the skills, and pretty much both of those. So that's things like video editing that I mentioned for me, a CPA. For downsourcing, those are things that you can do yourself, but you don't now need to waste your time doing it because you can easily teach it to someone else. And when it comes to drop shipping, I don't think there's anything that can't be downsourced, and I don't think there's anything that is upsourced. I think you can learn it all yourself, then teach it to someone else, and that would be downsourcing. Okay, real talk. Kind of nervous about calling wholesale. Resell is like texting you can hide, but Paul pointed out you can just hang up. Yeah. So I was really nervous the first time I called up wholesale suppliers and like tried to get arrangements with them. I'm like, what if I sound like an idiot? What if I don't know what I'm talking about and it's very obvious? So one of the things I teach in my course is that, if you're nervous, what I told myself was that if there's any point in the call where I'm just like, I feel like an idiot, like this is not going the way I wanted, I just end the call. They're not going to call back because they get like a bunch of calls every day, and that's it. You can just forget about it. So that made me feel a lot better about making the call. And actually in the course, I have a phone call in my wholesale course that you get for free if you sign up for my eBay dropshipping course. There's a call in there that I did with a wholesale supplier, and even though I'd done a bunch of them already, this was the first one I had recorded for the course, and I felt kind of stupid because the questions she was asking made me feel like kind of stupid, and I kind of like stumbled a little bit and felt like a little flummoxed. But you know what? It wasn't a big deal. In the end, I got the agreement with them. It was a nice relationship after that, so it wasn't an issue. But yeah, don't be afraid to call them. The worst that happens is you hang up and never talk to them again. No big deal. Okay, Mary Beth has a question. What about receipts? If you drop ship from another supplier, doesn't the customer on eBay get the receipt? I have a great video about this, Mary Beth. Search for it. Paul J Lipsky invoices. It should come right up. I would actually suggest you watch that video because I actually show you boxes or items I've ordered from Walmart, Home Depot, Amazon. Show you what it looks like and why customers don't complain about it. Jason says, you need to know what you're managing before you can manage it. Exactly. Nice, man. Congratulations, Dan, in Milwaukee. No questions, please. Okay. Okay, question from Black God. Hey, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. Will Google Portable installed on USB work on any... Oh, actually, I don't know about portables. So portables are a way to... people use them a lot for stealth accounts. I've looked into them, found them a little bit confusing. I'm not the best when it comes to that sort of stuff, just being honest. There's a much easier way. You can get a fresh IP address that's tied to just your browser, and that seemed to be the easier way to do it than using something like a portable. I know, I can't, now that I'm in this in my head, I can't remember if it's Mario or Mario. I believe it's Mario, so I hope I'm saying it correctly this time. Thank you, Annie. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. So you are the middle guy. You have to learn to juggle a conversation between the buyer and the supplier. I had a customer who wanted to know who my supplier was. I told him it was confidential company information. It's completely within your right to do that. You are paid to be a liaison. Yeah. Dog barking. Sorry about that. Yep, definitely looked into that. Might be making some content about that. Orlando is so cute. Yeah, he always steals the show. That's the name of my dog, Orlando. Let's say hi here, Orlando. Want to say hi to everyone? Yeah, he was upset because he didn't get his dinner. He's upset about that, right? Orlando was Chadwick Kills in Orlando voice. Okay. Trying to just quickly scan through these because we're running out of time. I can't believe the hour went so fast. And thanks, guys, for being here through the technical difficulties. Like I said, next week, I'm going to answer some more questions in a second. I want to remind you guys, next week, we're going to be having a little bit more fun, I think. I'm going to try. We're going to be answering questions. There's not going to be jokes, but we're going to try to do something fun. And 2 weeks from today, we're going to have kind of celebration for Black Friday. Hey, you know, we're retailers, we're e-commerce sellers. The biggest holidays for us are the retail holidays, so let's celebrate them. Celebrate together that week. Celebrate Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Okay, so we'll do that in 2 weeks. We'll kick that off live here, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, 2 weeks from now. Okay, let's. I think we're running out of time here, so sorry if I didn't get to your question. We don't always get to them, so I apologize for that. You guys asked a lot. I just wasn't able to do it, so I apologize. Let me answer one. Let me do one final joke here. I don't think I owe you guys another one for the thumbs up, but you guys are great, so we'll do another one. Ooh, that was dark. Should I end with a dark one? This one's kind of dark. Okay, this one is, I'm in a very serious relationship. I haven't laughed in 5 years. And that's the last joke today, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and dealing with all the technical difficulties, dealing with the dog barking and him having to get his dinner. And we go with the flow. These are live here, so I do appreciate that, guys. If you missed the live stream and you want to come hang out with us next week and have a lot of fun with us, hear my bad jokes. No bad jokes next week, though. We're going to do something fun. Celebrate in 2 weeks. Then make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you get alerted, and join us every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye, guys. Have a safe week. See you next week.